All right. Hello, guys. How are y'all? I done made my offerings to my goddesses and I wanted to come and I felt like this would be a good time to come and talk about this real quick. Um, and I wanted to come on here and talk to you all that may be experiencing a bad landlord, or you may be dealing with something in your life right now. Okay. I've noticed that there's a lot of people who um, look up all of your information and they know about your struggles, but they don't talk about what they're dealing with. And however, they will try to make it seem like to you that it's just hopeless. And I've never seen people, actual real human beings, behave that way. But they just try to, and I think that these are people that are trying to steal from you. Okay. Um, and those people are pathetic peasants who are suffering from poverty that can't find their own way because they always have to backbite and be codependent on other people. Okay. So, moving on to the discussion that I wanted to have real quick with you guys about having a bad landlord. Um, Having a bad landlord does not define your entire life, your existence, the energy around you. It doesn't define your future either. Bad landlords come a dime a dozen, they are everywhere. And sometimes when you're being humble, that's where it's a problem, where you're being humble. You know what I mean? You may have like a little humble home that's not all brand spanking new and, but you still liked it and felt at home. Sadly, some of the landlords that are over that situation, um, they are very irresponsible. A bad landlord, like anybody that has actually lived in the real world, anybody that has lived in the real world and has had to make it on their own has had a bad landlord. Now, for me, I've never had a bad landlord that did black magic rituals and tried to feed off of your family. I've never had that happen. I've actually had great experiences with landlords from renting. It hasn't all been bad, but when you run into a bad one, it's pretty bad. And that landlord cannot ruin your life. I almost think that some of these landlords are trying to make it impossible for anybody else to buy. It's almost like it's a conspiracy. Like they want less people buying houses so that they can have a business, which ain't gonna fly in the grand scheme of things. It really isn't. It isn't. But I believe that they do. But I believe that the Airbnb industry is giving them a run for their money because they're competition. Okay. Yeah. If you have plans in your life and aspirations, and you get into a place where you are trying to create some kind of security and stability, and you get a landlord that is negligent, that's going to affect you. Having a negligent landlord is going to affect you. Depends on what you got going on. It can really, really affect you. And some of these bad landlords are trying to affect people on purpose. Stay with your plan. A lot of these landlords will move you in, let the house fall apart while you're telling them the house is falling apart and that you're not able to function. Now all of a sudden they want their rent, even though they don't want to hold up their side of the bargain, which is actually a breach of contract, right? So when they breach their contract, they pretty much breach all of their rights, in my humble opinion. Seriously. Um, and then they want to put you out. They want to try to ruin your credit. And some of them will even stalk you. That doesn't define your life. Anybody that's been in the real world, like I've had this dude, this troll, who got all in my business. He's been going around the internet hardcore for the past 3 months, and oh, she's having a hard time. No, my landlord's having a hard time. I'm not having a hard time at all. From what I thought the landlord was a multimillionaire. Why can't they fix their house? What's going on? I know if I owned a bunch of properties, I would be fixing them. I'd be doing regular maintenance on them like I'm supposed to. If I were owner of this house, I would have insurance on it, and I would put in an insurance claim to fix the things that need to be fixed. Anybody that knows that you're in a certain situation that tries to add insult to injury is a loser. Just ignore that person. Seriously, they want to try to drag you down. My vibrations and energies are up. I'm up. I'm on my way to my lake house very soon. So my landlord ain't stopped nothing, and neither has he, the troll. Okay, and it just is what it is. Now I will tell you that a lot of them, they will try to do certain stuff. They will. They'll try to do certain stuff to you. They'll try to do magic and black magic and spells out the Bible and all of that jazz. So if you find yourself in a situation like that, you have to expunge those people from your reality at that point. Okay. And just for anybody that's following the situation with me and the troll named Mike, um, my brother, he's so sweet. He said last night that he thinks that I love this dude. Actually, I have no love for him, and actually, he can kick every rock that's on the beach, and I hope he does. So, I'm not, no, I don't love that person at all, because all they do is try to bring down the energy, bring down the vibe around me, put me down. No, nobody loves somebody that's putting them down. I don't love him at all. Honestly, I'm just going to be honest. So, just on the side note with that, but back to what we were talking about, because everything is not about this damn troll. Good Lord. Like, I'm so sick of that boy. I don't know what to do. He needs to get a life. Calling me this morning. I didn't return his phone call. That's why he went live. He's a stalker. He called my business line, left a voicemail. I don't want to talk to him about anything. I want him to disappear from my existence. Like, is that not clear? Done with him. And I told him it was going to be that way. He goes live and starts trying to be fake. So one day he's talking about poop and piss, and then the next day he's, I am a distinguished gentleman, and like, I get irritated like that, and you got to be a very unstable person to even want to be bothered with him, and I'm not an unstable person. Pretty much, One of the reasons why I'm going through what I'm going through with my landlord is because I am stable. Because when I should have been moving out in 2021, I stayed. And the landlord didn't do nothing but take that as a weakness and decided to start attacking me. So I'm not going to get into detail about that. But if you have a landlord like that, they're not God. You know, there's people that will buy. Who buys a house and develops a God complex, you know, to people that you're doing business with or to people that you like? I'm sorry, the real estate industry, especially the rental industry, the renters are way too vulnerable to be letting stuff like that go down. So they need to be in jail. Any landlord that allows a maintenance request to go 3 or 4 years, they need to be arrested. And that is the laws in a lot of states. So your landlord is a criminal, essentially. He's a criminal, and sometimes they can be terrorists and stalkers. Uh, you know, I'll tell you behind the scenes what I do about that. Okay, I'm not gonna say that here, but I'll tell you guys. These people are not God. You're renting a place from them. They're not supposed to become obsessed with you. They're not supposed to give a damn about what your religious or spiritual beliefs are. And sadly, when you're a witch and you live in a place, everybody blaming you for their goddamn problems, ain't they? Because I don't be worrying about people. People always love, but yet you have no power. They're blaming you for their problems, but yet they claim you don't have any power. It's kind of ridiculous. So that's the only reason why anybody would ever be concerned about what your spiritual or religious beliefs are is if they are blaming you for their problems. They always connect witches with the devil. And of course, a lot of these dipshits always blame the devil for their misfortunes. What they don't realize is that if they schedule a meeting with the devil, Satan, Lucifer, they might find out something that might help them instead of them being codependently stupid and ignorant, blaming everything on the damn devil. And I don't have patience for ignorant people like that. I don't have patience for weak minded people like that. I don't. I can't stand it when I hear people, the devil trying to get me down. The devil trying to get. The devil doesn't give a damn about you and has no interest in you, hon. If the devil was trying to get you down, you'd be dead, stupid. He would just snatch you down and drag you to hell and torture you there because you're annoying. Okay, hell Satan. I'm so y'all, I'm sick of them. And so, you just got to be careful with people like that. You do. You have to be very careful with people like that because people like that are codependent. They always play victim. They always do things to you, and they don't understand why you either are cussing them out or ready to fucking beat their ass. And then you just settle on, listen, I went to sleep last night and woke up this morning and did not want to talk about you. You went to sleep, you didn't go to sleep last night, and you woke up the next morning and was calling me. I don't want to talk to you. When I didn't pick up the damn phone for you, you went live and decided to throw shade at me. I don't want to talk to you. God, I don't want it. Why don't these people that you don't want nothing to do with, why can't they just accept it? Instead of, I'm going to go back and make a joke about you. I'm going to say something negative about you. I'm going to call you a poopy face. Why? Because I want nothing to do with you? Like, that's annoying. Y'all, I am telling you. And the public society be feeling sorry for people like that. Well, why don't you get back with him? I'm getting ready to curse anybody that thinks that I should get back with him. You're cursed. You cursed. Anybody that thinks that. Anybody that thinks that I owe him something. I listen, I just purged my body of that man. All of that stuff came out of me. I had an extra period. Why would I go through purging myself to get back with him? Why would I do that? That's so stupid. So I'm sorry, YouTube.com and the black sector does not run my vajayjay. If you try to run my vajayjay, I got a booby trap set up and I'm gonna blow your ass up. Okay, seriously, like that's really the reason why I was fucking irritated because I was planning on doing readings today, and he calling. I like why should women always have to be wrapped up in a man's fucking penis? I'm a lesbian, guys. I'm a lesbian from here on out. To all the men out there, I'm a lesbo. Stop asking. Stop expecting sex from me. I don't want it. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't. In fact, I'm not having sex until I move into my newly built custom lake home with clawfoot tubs in every bathroom. Otherwise, I'm not interested in having sex. Okay, I'll have sex with my demons as Moday, Clonic, maybe Abagor. I'm not having sex with any of these men out here. Not doing it. And no, I don't want him to buy me a lake house. I don't want that. No, I don't. I'll buy my own damn lake house. Goodness gracious. So yeah, we just destroyed the demons of poverty, y'all. Just by saying those words. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Your landlord is possessed by the demon of poverty. Anytime a landlord is trying to fuck you over and not fixing their house and being all cantankerous and stupid, and it doesn't matter. Y'all realize that there are people that have millions of dollars that are still suffering from spirits and demons of poverty. Poverty is not connected with money. That's why they've created laws to where landlords are not able to just buy up a bunch of houses in a neighborhood and literally not fix their houses, run down the neighborhood and the property values of that county, and then just get away with it. That's the reason why they end up in jail. Hello. Yeah, I'm balling out of control. I just made $5 million this month. But did you fix your houses? No, I'm just gonna take all of the 5 million and run. What really? Like, are these like what is this? It just is so stupid. So anyway, and y'all need to realize that these people are powerless. They don't have no power. Because if they had any power, they would be able to do what they're supposed to do, and they would not breach their lease agreement contracts. A breach of contract is a breach of contract is a breach of contract. If you have been telling your landlord for years or months or even weeks in some states, landlords literally only have a couple of days in some states to fix problems. If you have told that landlord over and over again about a problem consistently and they won't fix it, they have now breached their contract. The whole contract is null and void and breached. That's it. It would be unlawful and it is against the law in some states, in most states, for a landlord to say, hey, I've got major repairs over there, but I want to kick this tenant out because they won't pay me rent. Wah, 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 yeah, wah. Like, it's like, oh my God, like, just go get a job. You're a bum. My landlord is a bum that needs a job. Absolutely ridiculous. You don't play like I'm irritated with it. You don't play around with tenants in a whole house or an apartment. Who does that? And my landlord, the owners who I haven't exposed yet but will soon, they actually the owner of my house is actually so retarded that he calls some project Oz. Like, get out of I I just want to kick him off the earth. The fuck is this? Is this a movie or something? He's very delusional. Very delusional man. Very delusional. So, and some of them have mental illnesses. My landlord is mentally ill. How the hell you know what I'm saying? Like, are you are all of you crazy? Like, did y'all inhale the same gas or something? Weird. And then stalking me in social media trying to hide behind the black sector. I see you. Okay. I see. Oh my God. I can't with it. The lowest of the lowest of the lowest of professionalism that I've ever seen in my life. It's absolutely disgusting. And these people, when you go and look at their website, they got their smiles on and stuff. And these are just literal vagabonds. So y'all got to understand that that's a spiritual fight sometimes, because sometimes your landlord is wishing death on you. I think that if they have insurance in the house, that they can collect death benefits for you. Your landlord can. They got some kind of insurance or something. Or they might feed off of you, be feeding off of your family energetically. Might have hidden cameras or something all around your house watching you like a weirdo. Yeah, that part. That's why I want a newly built house. I do not want something I want something that's brand new, freshly built. And when I get it built, I'm gonna be right there while it's being built to make sure that nobody brings in any hidden cameras, because these people are weird. They like, you know what? Using witchcraft, you can shut down hidden cameras using witchcraft though. But it just is so stupid how dumb people have gotten. But to be honest with you guys, here's what I really want to talk to you guys about. You need to do a reading on these people before you move in, because what can happen is that the day that you move in or the day that you sign the lease agreement, all of a sudden you are living in their reality. And when you move into a place, you want to make sure, like, hey, I live here. I run me. I run my money. I run my life. I run my house. I'm just leasing this from the landlord. I'm just paying them for that. Any landlord that believes that they should do anything else needs to be in prison or worse than in prison. If they think that they should be doing more than that, they don't need to be nobody's landlord. They don't need to exist, to be honest with you. But what's happening is that you're going into their reality and you don't even realize it, because you're in a house that they own, but you're still leasing it, which gives you rights out the gates. So they can't just, oh, you're a puppet of mine, and I just look at all these people as little dolls. They're insane. So make sure that when you move into a place, that's the first thing that you do is you ground yourself in your reality. Get yourself, say, I want to be removed from any of these people realities, and I'm grounding myself in my reality, and they can't touch me at all, and I ain't trying to touch them. I'm just trying to pay their rent. The hell wrong with you? It's a lot of psychopaths around here. So y'all make sure y'all do that. Y'all got to watch out for these landlords, man. Watch out for them. And if they start coming at you with that stupid, that funkified bullshit, fight they asses. Cause they will literally try to ruin your life, and they will take everything from you. And you'll be sitting up there and almost like a genie in a bottle. You're like a genie in a bottle to them. Like if y'all remember I Dream of Genie, that man was so narcissistic. And you notice how he would come and rub Jeannie's lamp and she would have to pop out and grant all his wishes and shit. Like, where's her life at? Is that her life? What the fuck is she? She just your fucking slave? I swear to God, that's how they look at you. That's how a lot of people look at people with supernatural abilities. Oh, let me just rub you, or either rub you the wrong or the right way, and I'm gonna make a wish and steal everything from you, and then sit up there and like it's a trip. They're almost like killers. Why would you kill something that can grant your wishes anyway, dumbass? Like, y'all, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to be, y'all know how I am. So, you have defenses, you have rights. And somebody that owns a fucking house or a dwelling does not make them God of you. What the like they really tried to sell that. I own this house. Well, I don't live in the house that you own. Some of these people that have bought houses in other locations. Well, I bought a house, and that means I own you. Are you retarded? That means it's like the okay, bet that. I bet you gonna regret ever. You gonna regret it. They regret it. But like your landlord doesn't own you, they own the house by paper. But landlords give up a certain amount of their rights when they get to renting out their houses. You can't fuck with people's lives like that. And some of them will do stuff on purpose. If your landlord has left something undone, trust me, at that point, what they are doing is they are saying either I don't give a damn, or maybe you need to move. Like if something is not done within 3 to 6 months at least, and you start experiencing problems in your life or in your business or on your job, then you need to go ahead and make plans to move. You don't stay in no place. Like you don't re-sign the lease. You don't stay in a place where major repairs are needed. I get the hell away from that landlord and do work on them when you leave, because some of them will stalk you. Some of them have been stalking you for years. Y'all know we've talked about the dynamic of pocket watchers, right? Some of them are dead people. Some of them are just dead inside. They don't have no energy, no life. So they have to feed off of others. But some of them do have their own powers. But yet, people that watch other people and what they do, they don't see their own. They feel like the only way they're going to get ahead is if they get over something on somebody or take something from somebody. Trust me, I know I was Ma Barker in a past life. I had no idea what my power was and the things that I could have done. I could have been a real revolutionary, which I ended up being a revolutionary anyway in my own right. However, and I did many things, and I was very rich. I was very rich and traveled the world in that life. I did a lot of traveling by boat under disguise and everything. Okay, I did a lot. I did a lot, and it's a lot that I can't reveal necessarily, but I will tell y'all that I believe that Ma Barker was, and the unsinkable Molly Brown was the same person. I believe Ma Barker went on the Titanic as, and many other boats, as the unsinkable Molly Brown. But I believe and I believe that I ain't gonna get all into that and stuff. I'll get into that another time because people gonna no, that's not the same. They was born at different times and da 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 da. A tisket, a tasket. Anyway, so I know, but in that lifetime, I could have became very rich doing it a different way. I didn't have to do it that way. I didn't have to be that person that I was. Okay, because her and her sons, they murdered innocent people. They that you didn't have to do nothing to them people for them to murder you. So imagine if you would have done something to them. Okay. So, and I couldn't see it. I had to go through hell and back. And I'm definitely Ma Barker from a past life. That's a fact. Okay. I even look like her a whole lot. Like I even look like her. So anyway, and a lot of people like, well, she was a white lady. Well, what's white? What's a white lady? What is a white lady? Some white people have very thick, kinky hair. What's a white lady? Like, is a white lady defined by her thin lips? Well, Ma Barker didn't have thin lips or a thin nose. Is a white person defined by, and all white people don't have thin noses and thin lips. Some white people have very large noses. Like, I don't, like, I just, that's one of the reasons why in that lifetime I was irritated with people and I just killed them in that life. I love my children. I was very fat. Like I'd have told somebody ass up over my kids. But, uh, yeah, so anyway, it's a lot of people that got that problem. And, those people are just so damn annoying. But, more so in this life. And then also when it comes to evolution, because evolution is really defined by the age of our planet and our universe. And so in this life, we are evolved, you know, and so you like got to understand that it's all about creating your reality and don't let somebody else do it for you. And there's a lot of people that, like the troll that stalks me, he allows people to create his reality for him. That's why he's running around here explaining the trolls and feeling paranoid because I won't answer the phone for him. I'm not answering the phone for you, George. I don't want to talk to you. I have the right to choose if I want to talk to whoever I want at any moment. That is a fact. And I'm tired of him trying to force me into stuff. I'm tired of it. Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you. Super bitch is on full effect the next few days. So don't fuck with me. I'm like a hot potato because I've gotten sick and tired of the shit. That includes if you on YouTube and social media. I don't want to. I do not want that boy. I want him to stop contacting me. I want him to quit talking about me. I want him to quit thinking about me. Before I get a black candle from Amazon, I'm gonna buy a black candle for him, a black skull candle. I'm sick of them. Somebody tell you it's over, it's over. I know you a op. I know you a troll. I know you got to live up to your troll responsibilities, but it's time for you to dead that shit. Dead it completely. Psh, done. That's so stupid for you to keep coming around somebody that you don't like and you don't get along with. Go away. I don't do stuff like that. I don't want anything to do with you. No, I'm not jealous. No, I'm not trying to make you jealous. I just want you gone out of my life. I want you to stop thinking about me. Stop talking about me. Because I do have a voodoo doll over there with his name on it. And I will use it. I will use it, and I will use it in a worse way. That I remember I did the same thing to somebody else, and the video got flagged because it was so violent. Go away. He act like I have to do this. No, you don't. Move on. Stop talking about me. I wasn't thinking about you on a Friday. Why would I be thinking about you on a Thursday or a Friday? Why would I be thinking about you on any day of the week, but especially a Thursday and a Friday? When all you are is a low, like you just low vibrational and negative. Don't nobody want to think about you. I do not like that dude at all. Accept it, deal with it, and move on. And what I think he should do is I think he should meet up with old girl, and I think that she should take my place as far as with the whole thing, because those trolls need to be entertained. His fellow trolls want to be entertained by him dissing and degrading a woman. So it ain't got nothing to do with being a black woman. It's just a woman, period. So I'm done with that stuff. And you know what? Keep trying to check for me. Keep trying to come for me. If you want to, you're going to get eaten by a shark. I have sharks as friends, okay? They're friends of mine. So anyway, y'all. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. Um you know, and I'm sick of YouTube. Like, what is this, a fucking, is YouTube Mormon or something? What the fuck is this shit? Like, I want to take my YouTube is out of that black sector. Like, my social media has nothing to do with that sector. And that sector is like it's compartmentalized and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in any reality that anybody would want to live in would literally like have anything to do with that stupid shit. I'm sorry. And like, that's just it. Okay. So anyway, y'all, I will see y'all later. Blessings to y'all. Y'all know where I'm at if y'all need me. And especially a lot of y'all women that's watching, y'all not gonna get nowhere listening to that stupid idiot over there. Cause he don't even like you. And I'm not trying to take his friends. Those are people that are, it's called what do they call that, natural selection. So he has a fear that I'm trying to take his friends from him. No, I don't want anything to do with those women that are on your nutsack. I don't want anything to do with those women. Those women are, they're worthless to me. They're not the type of people that I would get along with, want to hang around with, want to be around. They're too desperate for you. A woman doesn't have to be desperate for a man. They work together as a unit. That desperation crap, take it and get the hell on somewhere. Period. Pooh. Okay. And I'll see y'all later. Okay. Blessings. Bye bye.